Hey guys, Cowie Cow Unboxings here. Today we're gonna unbox this Xbox One controller. So yeah, it's a really good controller. I got it from Sam's Club. I got it really good deals. $16. I mean, yeah. And alright. So you can look at the back. It says app enabled through Xbox One and Windows 10. So it's like you can app enable it, you know. And if you're from France, option to application sur Xbox One et sur Windows 10. So yeah, if you're from France, you'll know what that means. If you're from Español, listo para la aplicación de Xbox One y Windows 10. So yeah, you might I need someone to translate these for me. I don't know what they say. If you're from Deutschland, app fähig mit Xbox One und Windows 10. If you're from Italy, abilitato per la app via Xbox One e Windows 10. If you're from compatible com a app através da Xbox One e Windows 10. If you're from Don, app activarit via Xbox One or Windows 10. And then there's another warning in English: dual textured trigger and shoulder buttons. Or if you're from France, Gacadis et boutons Laturux doubles textures. If you're from Español, botons superiores y gatillos texturizados dually. You're not funny, Grant. Dually texturito trigger un schulterasten.
That was a fucking faggot.
If you're from Italy, Grilletto, stampa, da paia, e pulsanti dorsali. Portland, if you're from Portland, it says votos superiores y gatillos com duas texturas. If you're from Danish, de belt texturat afraker og schulterknapper. Another warning: if you're from English, 3.5 mm headset jack with onboard audio control. If you're from France, prise de casque 3.5 mm avec controls audio integrates. Español, entrada 3.5 mm para auricular con controls de audio. If you're from Deutschland, 3.5 mm headset Buisha plus audio Stro engine. If you're from Italy, jack Kufi da 3.5 mm e control audio a bordo. If you're from Portland, Fica de audio 3.5 mm e controlos de audio integrados. If you're from Danish, 3.5 mm headset jackstick med in baguette lideraglarganino. And then here's another one. If you're from English, dual rumble motors. If you're from France, motors, the vibration doubles. If you're from Español, motors de vibraco. If you're from Deutschland, zwei vibrations motoren. If you're from Italy, motori rumble. If you're from Portland, motores de vibraco. If you're from Danish, doublety rumble motor. Alright, last one. If you're from England, a detachable 8-foot cable. If you're from France, cable amovable de 2.4 m. If you're from Espanol, cable removable de 2.4 m. You're from Deutschland, abnehmbars 2.4 m cabel. If you're from Italy, cavo da 2.4 m rim ovibile. Portland, cavo de 2.4 m amovable. If you're from Danish, aftagelet 2.4 m cabel. And that's it, guys. So now we're gonna unbox this this Xbox One controller. It's wired. I don't really know how to open it. Alright. Gotta open it with one hand. That's the cable. And this is the controller. As you can see, it's in a nice glass plastic case. And yeah, it just looks a real nice controller. It's made by PDP. It's meant for the Xbox One. You can see these arrows. Real nice arrows. Like proper gaming experience pressing these ones. And then like obviously the circle pads. Like this one. Real nice. You can run with it. The run button presses really well. And then obviously the look around button for if you're playing like Fortnite, you want to look around while you're aiming. Use this one. Sometimes you press that. It presses really good. Also, there's the select button. You press this button and it like can do stuff to select things. Like sometimes it's used. That's really nicely made. The start button. That's a useful button. You don't have a start button. It's hard to use. But you press start and it's just like you pause the game usually with the start button. But sometimes you start the game with that button. Oh, the home button. You hold this to turn on the controller, which can be really useful if you want to use it. And it's just you press it and it can go home or it can turn the controller on, either one. The X button, this can be used in a lot of ways. Usually it's like in Fortnite it's like reload. And in like other games it's usually reload too. Sometimes it's like punch or something, but yeah. And then the Y button is usually like, I don't even remember, I can't think of the use of the Y button. B button usually can like go back usually. And it also like, you press B and it's just like it can do other things in games like punch a lot of the time. A can be jump a lot of the time, and also like sometimes you press A to start the game. And yeah, now we got to get the real good nice feature of Xbox One controller, the triggers. So this is usually to aim, like when you're gonna aim down something, when you're gonna aim down your gun, you press the aim button, and it's just like use it to aim, and then you can like use this to look around when you're aiming, and just like be able to look around. Would like it's really useful because when you're in Fortnite, you gotta move the guy to be aiming at another guy. If you can't aim at the guy, it's a lot harder, especially if you don't have a circle pad. Like, I think these are mandatory for any gaming experience. These buttons are usually like either not used, or like sometimes it's like to item switch, like in Fortnite. Otherwise, this one switches it to the left, as it is LB and RB. The LB and LT, LB and LT. LB usually goes like to the left of the select button, and it's as you know, LB and LT stands for left I don't know, and left something, and it's just like you press LB and it goes to the left usually, and then this is to LT is to aim. And as you can see, L is left. So if it says L, it means it's on the left side. Really good if you don't know left from right. Can learn that way. And then RT, usually it's the shoot button. You know, you press this button. You gotta use this control stick, and then that's how you shoot to execute the person. And then usually RB is usually what you use to go to the right of the items if you want to move to the items. And then obviously there's this. This is where you plug the wire in if you want to wire, because this is a wired controller. So you put your wire in there as so. Gotta open this up. Sorry if you can't see. Gotta do it with one hand. Wonder what the one hand life is like, where if you were to have one hand instead of two. I'd probably kill myself. Gotta unwire it. And then you see this wire, really good wire. It's like a long wire too. Crap. Like pretty long wire. So I have this wire laid out. So it goes from here. Now this is the USB, by the way. This plugs into the side of the Xbox. And when you plug it into the side of the Xbox, you then plug this end, this little thing right here, into the controller like so. Like that. And then you take this one and plug it into the Xbox. And you see this wire? Real long wire. You need a long wire when you want to go far away from the Xbox. And it's just... Hey guys, sorry for that interruption. Where was I? I think I was talking about the buttons. So basically the D-pad, you use that. So this goes left, this goes right, this goes down, this goes up. You know, if you want to do a cheat code like that, and then it's like that, that's really useful. And then this one is really good if you want to, like, you know, go forward. Use it to go forward. Sometimes you press this button and it goes forward, and if you press it, it's sprint. And then we have the select button. You press select, and you see like it usually like opens a menu sometimes, and like sometimes it's not the most used button, but I like it. And then we have the start button. Start, where you press start and it pauses the game. And you know, you use that you can really use the start button really well. You know, it like pauses the game, sometimes it starts the game. This is how you look around. You know, if you're playing Fortnite, you look around, you move around with this, and then you look around with this, you use the aim button to move around. Then you got the X button. X usually, it reloads a lot of the time. Sometimes in games, like, you hold X. Sometimes it's you press X and you get to pay your respects to the dead. Y button. This is like in Fortnite. I know in Fortnite, you use the Y button to go to your pickaxe. Sometimes you press the Y button to open a door. The B button usually goes back, but sometimes it's like does a lot of other things, like punch sometimes X or B. Like in Grand Theft Auto, press B and you can punch someone. A can be like jump sometimes. So sometimes it's like, it's just the primary button, you know. If you go into a game, press A and you get in the game. And then there's LB. Press LB. And then it's just like goes, I know in Fortnite, LB goes to the left. Left is LB means it's left if there's an L. And then there's RT. LT, I mean. This is aim usually. Sometimes it does like, I don't think it ever does anything else really. And then over here we have RB. This usually moves to the right. If you press it, you can move to the right in Fortnite, like through the weapons. And then you have RT. RT, you get to shoot. And you can, like, if you press this button, and then you press this button, you get to shoot. Like, especially in Fortnite when you gotta aim, and you gotta shoot them. Then, there's the cord. The cord, you see, so I gotta show, so you use this end is used for plugging into the controller, like so. And then once you got it plugged into the controller, you go to this side, and you see this is a real long cord, as you can see. Goes along, and you know you really need a long cord if you're gonna be playing games and you want to be sitting on your couch. Then it's just having a long cord is really useful. Anyways, when you have a long cord, you need to be able to plug it in. And that's what this called a USB. And USB, it stands for unlimited storage base. And what it does is it plugs in to the console and you get to play. And yeah, so that was my Xbox One controller unboxing. Hope you enjoyed. And please subscribe for more content like this every day. This is Cowie Cow Unboxes out.